Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we will continue what we discussed yesterday, the binomial distribution. We will take, inshallah, extra exercises in order to deepen our understanding for that topic. Hopefully, all of you will bring your books. Please open your book again. We will solve questions from your textbook, please. Today, I will solve two questions. They are very important. Page 170. Yes, please. Yes, Arya, hurry up, please. Yes. Now, this is question 6, please, page 170. So all of you, yeah. So here, yes, please. Celine, Abdul Qadir. طيب. Now, a man has 5 packets, and each contains 3 brown sugar cubes and 1 white sugar cube. He randomly selects 1 cube from each packet. Find the probability that he selects exactly 1 brown cube. Definitely, we need to read the question more than once. You need to read it twice, thrice, 4 times, till you understand, please, the question. Don't attack the solution unless you understand the question. Before solving this question, let's review a little bit, revise with you what we studied yesterday. Here in the binomial distribution, can you recall again the conditions that are needed in the experiment in order to implement or use the binomial distribution in that random experiment to solve any questions about it? We have 3 conditions. We said, yes, yeah, the experiment should result in 2 outcomes. These outcomes are independent, and we are repeating trials in finite number of times. طبعا, 4th or 3rd, we can say that the probability of success and probability of failure definitely are constant always, from trial to other, exactly. This is one point. So these conditions, always you have to recall them once you are solving questions about probability, because maybe we are dealing with a binomial distribution. You have to know something important, that always the random experiment here that we have, in order to deal with the binomial distribution, should be discrete, not continuous. طبعا, once we study, inshallah, the normal distribution, binomial distribution, you will compare between them, so your understanding for distribution will be better and better. Don't forget also that we have 2 major parameters in the binomial distributions. What are they? 2 parameters. They are n and p. N, the number of repeated trials, n, and p is the probability of success. And always the formula of binomial distribution, here, probability of x equals r. What is r? It is the number of occurrence of success. How many times the success will appear or will be selected. So here it is n, total number of repeated trials, combination r, the number of occurrence of success. Here the probability of success, p, to the power of r, times probability of failure to the power of n minus r. Tamam. Now, after reading that question, how could we organize our thinking to solve it? Once we are reading with this question, we will find that we are dealing with discrete random variables. We have sugar cubes, and there are, we are using, of course, countable numbers in the sugar cube. So it's obvious that the random variable here that we have, the sugar cube, is discrete, not continuous, okay? And we are dealing especially with the number of these cubes. طيب, so discrete random variable. Here in the question, a man has 5 packets, and each contains 3 brown. You have 3 brown, and how many white? And 1 white sugar. This is in 1 packet. And here we have 5 packets. Okay? So let's ask ourselves now, are the conditions satisfied here in that in this experiment? So first of all, how many times we are doing that experiment or this trial? Here we have 5 packets, and we are asked to select 1 cube from each packet. 1 cube from each packet. Okay? So how many selections we are going to do in the whole experiment? So you will do, yes, tamam. Exactly, ya Fadi. So it is 5. So n equals 5. Tamam. As you know here, in order to solve it, we have to find the parameters of the binomial distribution. You have to find n and p. Always in order to solve any question, you are asked to find it. So n is 5 here, which is the total number of repeated trials. Here, the total number of selections, 5. The next, we have to find p. What is p here? P, the probability of success. We are interested in what? In the question itself. You are asked to find what? Find the probability that he selects exactly 1 brown cube. So P is the probability of selecting brown cube. P, this P. Always you calculate, this is very important. Look, I'm going to say something crucial and important, please. So here, P is the probability of selecting brown cube in 1 trial only. Always you are calculating P and Q in 1 trial. Is it clear? Again, I will repeat it. You will find the P, the value of P, the probability of success, and even Q in 1 trial. So you will say in 1 trial, if you want now to select 1 cube randomly, okay, what's the probability that you will get brown cube? Because we are interested in brown. So it's very clear, 3/4. Very good. 3/4. So hence, Q is, what's Q? Always Q1 minus P, which is 3/4 equals 1/4. Once you find N and P, you can solve the question directly. You can solve it directly. So here, so the probability of X equals what? Find the probability that he selects exactly 1 brown. So X equals 1. Here equals N. What is N? We said 5, because there are 5 selections. 5 total number of trials. Repeated, 5. Combination, 1. What's the probability? What's P? 3/4 or 0.75, as you like. 3/4. Then times 1/4, okay, to the power of what? 5 minus 1, which is 4. You will get the answer. Like this, we are going to solve the question. So once you have question, you have to read it carefully. You have to identify the random variable, the type of random variable that you have. Here, we are selecting cube. Sugar cube. So what is the sugar cube? The number of sugar cube, it is countable. So it is discrete random variable. So once it is discrete, you have to think first of all about binomial distribution. So you have to recall directly the conditions of binomial distribution. In each selection, in each trial, are there 2 outcomes? Yes. Are they independent? It means from trial to trial, from selection to selection. The probability of brown sugar, of selecting randomly the brown cube, is it same as you are proceeding in the other selections or not? If it is yes, for the success and failure, خلاص, it means that 2 outcomes, they are independent. And we are doing, very clear, finite number. It is 5. Finite number of repeated trials. Hence, the conditions are satisfied, and I can apply the formula of binomial distribution. Okay, this is related to the question number 6, page 170. طبعا other questions, they are similar. They're similar in the idea. طيب, let's move now to another question. Let's move now to another question. Here, okay, you can maybe write down the answer, or you have the video, you can, okay, you can inshallah watch it again and again in order to understand more the answer. Okay, let's move now to question 8. As we said, we have to read it carefully more than once. So we have research shows that the owners of 63% of all salon cars are male. Find the probability that exactly 20 out of 30 randomly selected salon cars are owned by, first question A, males, B, females. Okay? So here again, research shows that the owners of 63% of all salon cars are male. Okay, so are we dealing with what type of random variable? Here the owners, of course, countable. Okay, and these owners, now this is the random variable. Now this random variable, the owner, ask yourself, is it resulted in two outcomes, two types, two kinds or not? Yes, we will find that the owners, discrete random variable, number of persons, okay, of 63% of all salon cars are male. Find the probability that exactly 20 out of 30. So look here, we are doing a kind, so 20 out of 30 randomly selected salon cars are owned by males. Let's start with the first question A. It's obvious, very clear here, that the conditions are satisfied. Am I right? I think you can get this idea that the conditions are satisfied. I mean the conditions of binomial distribution. Hence, directly we have to move directly to find N and P with Q accordingly. N, P, and Q. Once you find them, you can solve the question. What is N? How many selections, repeated selections we are going to do? It is 30. 30. This is the total number of repeated selections. Okay? So it is 30. What is P? The probability of success. Okay? Could you tell me now what is the probability of success? What is the value of P, I mean, the probability of success? What is P? P, according to A, it is what here? 63% of all salon cars are male. So sometimes we are writing the probability in terms of percentage. Definitely you can write it as decimal, as you know. So clearly P, since we are dealing here and we are asked to find the probability that 20 out of 30 randomly selected salon cars are males. So the P here, it is mentioned, 63%, 0.63. Okay? What about Q? It is 1 minus. So 1 minus, it is 0.37. So directly you will see the probability of X equals what? Yes, 20. So 20, the number of salon cars are 20 males. What's the probability that if we want to select the salon cars, 30 salon cars, what's the probability that exactly 20 out of 30 they are males? So 20 are males, so here 30, 20 are males, and the probability that the selected salon cars is owned by male is that one, 0.63 to the power of 20, while here 0.37 to the power of 10. Okay, is it clear? Then طبعا by calculator you will find the answer. Okay, تمام يا إسلام؟ ماشي الحال. طيب, what about B? What about B? If we want to find out the probability that exactly 20 out of 30 randomly selected salon cars are owned by females. By females. Look here. انتبهوا الآن. Here N is same as 30. There are different techniques you can use it to solve this question. If you want to continue to deal with P as same in A as same as B, okay, I mean here P, same here P, you have to be careful about this point. Now, if I want to deal with P here as the probability that the selected salon car is male, 0.63, okay? Suppose I'm dealing with the same. I'm dealing with the same, P and Q, where P here, what is P we said? The probability that the selected owner of salon car is male. ماشي الحال? So if I'm going to use the same 0.63 and Q the same value, this is for female. So you are now here, this is for female. This is for female. So finding the probability that 20 out of 30 randomly selected salon cars are owned by females, معناه it means what? It means 10 out of 30 owned by males. It's very clear here. Once you identify P and Q both together, once you identify P and Q, you can answer the question. So here P of X is still, if I want to deal with the random variable, with male. So here the male will be 10. We have to be careful about that. So you have to write 30, combination 10. 10 males, because I'm dealing with the same P and Q here. And here 0.63, 10, power of 10, while 0.37, the probability of the salon cars is owned by female, 0.37, and here is 20, equals, this is the answer. I don't want to tell you here, you change P and Q. You can change it. يعني here in B, you can reform again the values of P and Q if you want. But if I want to use the same P and Q in both parts A and B, you have to consider here the random variable. يعني despite of the fact that I'm asking you to find the probability exactly 20 out of 30 random selected salon cars are owned by females, you have to deal with X equals 10, because my random variable here, X, I identified from the beginning that the selected salon cars is owned by male. So here 20 females, it means 10 males. This is the difference. Otherwise, you can reform this question. Since you are dealing with the females, you will make here P, okay? Did you get my point? You can make P 0.37 and Q 0.63. Then you can write P X equals 20. So you will get the same answer. Hopefully it's clear for you what I explained now. عموما, these exercises, please, you have to revise them well. And after that, I ask you please to solve homework, the questions, the following questions, homework. Page 170 again. Please solve question number 7, 9, 10, 11. Is it enough? Not enough? Okay. And 12. These 5 questions. My best wishes for all of you. And inshallah, in the coming video, I will explain for you the remaining point in the binomial distribution, how to find the expectation and the variance of binomial distribution. Thank you very much, and my best wishes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.